to come into a classroom with a bunch of people that, you come for the first 2 days on Saturday and Sunday, and you live with people in your dorm, and like you get to know them. But when you really sit down in the class with a bunch of people for like that first day, and you don't know anyone, and everyone comes from so many different backgrounds, and they come from so many different educational structures from so many different countries, you really yearn to like find out what their opinions are. You yearn to like really argue and like really try to sort everything out and try to get like a place in the classroom.
I love Socratic discussion. Like, I love that it's in this circle where you feel like you're like starting a family almost, even though that sounds really cheesy. But you're gonna be with these people for 3 weeks, 5 hours a day. Like, obviously you're gonna start bonding with them.
I haven't been in a class before where everyone sits around in a circle and discusses together. And I really like that approach because I feel like really communicating about it makes it a lot easier to understand. Yeah. At first we were all really awkward, like all of us were sitting there like, but yeah, no, we all kind of get involved now. I think after the first week we're not as nervous around each other and we kind of know who we are, kind of thing. So yeah, we just kind of jump in.
Through high school, all of my favorite classes would be ones where I could identify with the teacher as a friend and as a person, almost like before he or she was an authority figure. But my teacher introduced herself by her first name, and that seems to be the common theme. And it really puts you on a level playing field where you don't feel like you're being talked at, or especially talked down to. You feel like you're being really respected as a student and as a person.
You'll do a lot of writing, and so that's what it's really about. Focus on language and thinking. So you're writing, you're all typing discussions about what you've read, and you do personal free writes, which you share amongst the group, and you get like other people's opinions on it. You just have more of an intellectual conversation.
The workload hasn't been too bad. I thought it would be a lot worse.
Yeah, I would say L&T seems to get downplayed by a lot of upperclassmen who are telling, rising freshmen about it. Like, it's sort of like, they're like, oh yeah, you barely do anything, and like, it's work. Like, it's definitely a class. It's, more rigorous than many high school classes, I would say, but in a good way, obviously.
This is a great introduction to the school, and it feels like camp. Like, I feel like I'm at summer camp. It's fun.